Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. Always good to see you. We got Alan, we got Ben, we got lots of great folks popping in here. This is our Wednesday Shut Up Money role play session where we practice mastering the art of getting deals over the telephone. That's right. I believe actually that's a lot easier than going door to door. You know, we complain a lot. We complain a lot. I'm guilty myself. But honestly, we live in an incredible day and age where I don't even have to leave the house to make incredibly great amounts of. I just make a great living. I'm free. I don't even have to leave my house. That's good. That's good if you ask me. It's good to see everybody here today. I do have something kind of special here. I want to introduce for the first time. We have a timer, and we're going to practice our role play session today using the timer. So I can set the 3 minutes, and we can watch it clock down. Click, 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 click. We're running out of time. And the objective is, of course, to open the conversation with the homeowner, and then to qualify or disqualify the homeowner in 3 minutes or less. This, I believe, is personally the one rule that has made this business work for me in such a way that, as before the rule and my awareness of it, I was spending 20, 25, 30 minutes each time I'd connect with somebody. You know, it was not uncommon to go that long, maybe even a little smidge longer. And I can tell you that it will absolutely drive you out of the business. And there's no way to do this business and stay happy without the 3 minute rule. So the 3 minute rule, we're going to start practicing against the clock, working against the clock. Absolutely. Are you one of those folks that is really good under pressure? Like when the clock is running out, if you were in the big game and we passed you the ball, yeah, would you be the guy? Would you be the guy or the gal? Well, we're going to work at that today because this is your business. The ball is in your hands. It's time to shoot and score. Okay. Now, the way we do that, of course, is by qualifying or disqualifying these folks in 3 minutes or less using the GUTS script, which we find right here. The GUTS script. This is not a script per se. I called it a script, but it's a formula. Okay. I think of it as a script because I don't have a script. I don't use a script. I use this GUTS formula. The agenda is the opening of the call, the qualification section, which is where we qualify. We ask qualifying questions, and then we do we place them on a motivation scale, 1 through 10. All right, very important, very, very important. Somebody in the room here. We still have some folks popping in here. Somebody in the room, tell me, why is it important that we ask qualifying questions? Why shouldn't we just get on the phone immediately and say something like this? Yeah, Mr. Homeowner, I'm an investor and I'm looking to pick up another investment property, and I saw this one on Zillow. I thought I'd call you and ask you a few questions about it. Is that okay? Yep. Okay, wonderful. Mr. Homeowner, why, instead of asking the why question, you go into something like this. Mr. Homeowner, is this something that you feel like you could maybe rent for 24 to 36 months, and then we could, maybe pay it off then, you go right into it, right? What happens if you go right into it and you don't ask the why, the money, the timing, and the commitment? What happens?
You don't know their motivations, their pain.
Yeah. Don't know their motivations and their pains. Yep. A lot of times they don't know if they like you yet. I think a lot of times they don't know what you even mean. Rent the place. Well, I'm trying to sell the place. I don't want to rent it. No. That's the kind of response you get when you dive right in without doing the pre-qualification work, right? So we've talked about a lot of things here in the last couple of weeks. We've talked about the motivation level 1 through 10. We pre-qualify them. We put them on a scale of 1 through 10. And yes, Ben, I will share the link in the Zoom here shortly for this actual chart here, if you'd like to have that, sir. So after the qualification stage, we should know where they sit on the motivation scale. What's a 1 through 5 usually mean? Someone tell me. We're just kind of recapping before we get into role play here, kind of getting our minds adjusted.
Fire them.
Well, 1 through 5 means we fire them. What does that mean, we fire them?
Get rid of them. They're wasting our time on the phone.
Yeah, we get off the phone, right? Hang up. Have you ever hung up on a seller?
No.
I want you to do that today. That's your exercise.
Damn.
That's your exercise. I want you to hang up on a seller today, mid-conversation. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. I think it'll do you. I think it's like milk. It'll do a body good. You know? Have you ever been hung up on by a seller?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Well, they don't mind doing it to you.
Nope.
So
Justin, I got a dick pic, not just hung up on. I got actually 6 dick pics, 6 of
Wow.
them different positions. And, But the
wow.
crazy thing is, he called me to make sure that I got it too. Yeah, and I was trying to act like I didn't see it. You know, it was like it wasn't coming through. It was a buyer. You know, yeah, but yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, it's crazy. And when
Okay.
when you're in this game and you're trying to do this as a female, it's just another level of
Oh yeah.
crazy shit. Yeah, but yeah, like 6 dick pics. And he owns a business and and he bought land and stuff like that. And I thought, and he called me and he was, like awesome in the beginning, and then it was going down in the drain. And he was like, "Oh, I just sent you a picture. Can you close that?" Because he was like, "I'm gonna send you money. And we're gonna do this deal over in California." I'm like, "No, why would we just do this deal in California? We have to do this deal through a lawyer in South Carolina." That probably should have been the red flag. I should have gotten off the phone right at the end. But I was like, maybe he's just having an off day, because everybody has an off day too. But when he sent me that, and I was like, wow. And he sent me a baby carrot too. I was like,
Mm.
Well,
yeah. So
well,
people are
but-
gonna talk you crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Homeowners have hung up on us before. She got some rude pictures, so I don't give you permission to send homeowners dick pics, but I do give you permission today to hang up on one.
Please don't send dick pics, guys. Please don't.
So
Or ladies, please don't send the other picture too. But
Right. Right,
people are gonna be flagrant regardless. So
absolutely. People are nasty. No, people are nasty. That's for sure. But no, for real, that's your exercise today. After we get off the phone, you get on your phone desk, you sit down at the phone desk, you pick up the phone, you start dialing some prospects. I want you to find one to hang up on. I want you to find one to hang up on. I think it'll make you tougher. Is there anything wrong with what I'm telling you right now? I'm asking for comments. Anybody got a comment
No.
on? You don't think it's wrong to hang up on a homeowner, huh?
Great idea.
When would be a great time to just slam the phone down on a homeowner? I'm done. When would be a great time?
When they start getting snotty with you and just there's a no-win. They just want to abuse you.
Yeah. When I discover that on the motivation scale of 1 to 10, this guy is a 1 or a 2 or a 3 or a 4 or something like this, on low on the scale, but he keeps wanting to talk to me about how beautiful his house is and what his plans are and all this. Dude, I'm out. Deuces. Tell somebody else. That's not, I didn't call to be your damn friend, So maybe that's a mind shift for you. All right. I was telling the call lab this morning, I popped in for like 3 minutes this morning just to visit. And I was telling them, part of this business, and it's counterintuitive, and there'll be other coaches that will disagree with me, and they'll try to justify it with all of the morality in the world and all of the good ethics and everything, and wonderful. And I love all that wonderful stuff. I believe we need to live honest lives in front of ourselves, in front of everyone around us. But the fact of the matter is that if you are a weak individual on the phone, like, they will just eat you up. They will eat you up. Part of being a success at being on the phone is just developing. I'm going to curse here, so if you don't like cursing, put your fingers in your ears. Part of developing a great success career on the phone, to me, in my experience, this is my opinion, okay, is developing a certain attitude and a certain position of fuck you. If you're a 1 through 4, fuck you. I'm out. Right? On to the next. I don't have time for this. All right. So that's what we're going for. So I think the problem is when we get started, we start thinking, I'm going to call and looking for a deal, looking for a deal, looking for a deal, looking for a deal. Actually, I'm just looking for a motivated seller. And I know I'm going to have to go through a bunch of these low end 1, 2, 3s, and 4s before I find one, probably. Okay. Some people call and first one and boom, there it is. Weird. Most of us work for a long time figuring out how to do this conversation, how to talk to them, but we somehow miss the point. The point is, really honestly, if you're a 1 through 4, fuck you, I'm out. If you're a 6 through 10, now you qualify for some more of my time. But I'm only going to allow you 3 minutes before I make that decision. Does this sound like a rich person thinks this way, or is this how a poor person thinks? I think that's a great question. And I'm sorry I'm rambling here. But I'm ranting, I guess, is the word.
Now, it makes sense. That's the mindset.
What's the mindset of a poor person? Or what Claude would say, a shitty salesperson? A poor, shitty salesperson. What's their mentality?
I have nothing to lose.
That's not necessarily a bad thing, though, Sandra, right?
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying behind that, I'm saying is like, you can get on the phone and have those conversations, and what's the worst thing they're gonna say is no, right? Or send dick pics and stuff like that. But at least you tried it.
Yeah. Right. Yes. That's true. I think the issue becomes when we get desperation in our voice and in our minds. Nothing to lose. Yes. Go all in. Yeah. I think that's what you're saying. And
Right.
irregardless
Go
of what
all
they
in.
say.
Right. Go hard, but don't sound like you're dying in the streets, but like go hard in terms of like chase it and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Why
They
is
can
it?
smell that, Justin, right? They can smell that. Like you said, they can smell it through the phone, so.
It's weird. It's really weird how they can sense it, right? There's like, and we all can picture this happening, but a desperate salesperson talking to a prospect pitches, goes into explainer mode, goes into, well, this is who I work with. Let me tell you, we call them tenant buyers, and or we call. I've got partners, and they like to buy houses and fix and flip them, and I'm working with these guys, and you get that. You get desperate, you get nervous, you get anxious, you blow it. They can smell it like sharks smell blood in the water, right? But follow that guy up with another salesperson that comes in and he has the confident, I don't give a fuck what this guy says attitude. just a taste of it. What do we think about that? Is there going to be a difference in the result? I believe so.
Yes, for sure.
I believe so. I heard Anthony Robbins say it like this one time. He said, when two men enter the room, the most confident man will always leave the winner. And whatever the conversation was, whatever the debate, whatever the negotiation, whatever the situation was, if there's two men involved in it, the most confident one will win every time. Do we believe that?
Yep.
Yep.
True.
So you got to make a mental shift somehow before you pick up the phone, right? I used to do this. I haven't done it in a long time. You guys remember that movie Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone? It was like an arm wrestling movie.
Yeah.
Do you remember when every time before he would arm wrestle a guy, he would take his trucker hat and he would spin it around like this?
Yeah.
And then like later on in the movie, they were asking him like an interview. They were before a big contest. They were like, "Why do you turn your cap around?" He's like, "Well, this is Sylvester Stallone. Well, it's like flipping a switch. And I flip a switch on and I'm ready to go." Dude, you got to flip the switch.
Yeah.
Right? Flip the switch. I think practicing that right there is key too. Practicing that, flipping the switch, so that you have the right posture when you're getting on the phone, the right mentality, your breathing. I bet you, if I was to go around and I was right there with you while you're making calls, some of you, your breathing gets real shallow, your voice gets light, gets a little weak, and no, man, talk to these people. That's what I'll tell people. Like last night on this. Yeah, let's do a role play here. As soon as I shut up. I was doing this role play not a role play, but I was doing this seller lab call lab last night, and the seller was like, "Hey, make me an offer." We hear that a lot. Make me an offer. My answer to that is just traditionally, oh, you're going to make me guess. And I'm not very good at that. Can you give me a hint? Okay, you're asking 165. Can you give me a hint? What would you take lower than that? All right, so I'm in control here. That's my point. I'm in control, and I'm going to put them on that scale one way or another. And if it's a 1 through 4, hang up on them today. Hang up on them. Slam the phone down. Claude might correct me for that later, but whatever. Spank me, dude. All right, let's role play, Alex. What you got, man? What do you want to role play?
All right. Well, what's up, guys? I'm Alex. I'm over here in Denver. I do a lot of like fix and flips. I do some wholesales. I'm also an agent, that type of jazz. But I primarily try to buy properties, for cash. And so now I've been practicing, if that doesn't work, buying it on terms. So I talked to a guy recently and he was like, yeah, I would be interested in selling and doing like some type of seller financing. So he was pretty interested in that. So I have a conversation with dude, a follow-up one at 1:30 or in about an hour and a half. And so I just kind of wanted to role play that and just set up the agenda qualification and just try to get him to a place. It sounds like he's fully depreciated the properties and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pretty new with this strategy, but I know how to buy properties for cash. Can't be too much different. So oh, you're on mute, I
So
think.
do you want me to make up a motivation, or do you know what his motivation may be at this point?
Well, I do know that he owns 4 of these properties in the same complex, but we're just
Okay.
talking about one of them right now. I don't think he knows that I know that he has those 4.
Okay, older guy.
Yeah, older guy.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's do it, man. I'll be the homeowner, the property owner, and we'll role play. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, that would be good, man. Let's give it a shot. And I got my fun little timer here, so I'm gonna go for it. And
Dude,
yeah, let me know what you guys think.
I got a timer too. Hold on, man. Let me get the timer out here.
Oh, come on, man. You got the timer on the screen. That's probably better,
There we go. There we go. Let's see here. All right. Well, I'll hit the start button. Can you guys see the timer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, great. All right, let's go. Ring,
All right, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Harold, it's Alex.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, man. So yeah, I just wanted to follow up with you. I know that you said this is a good time, and I wanted to kind of give you a roadmap so we could both be respectful of each other's time. Is that still cool?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, cool. So to start out, man, it's okay to say no to me. I'm not into high pressure, and I just want to create a dialogue of honesty and some straightforwardness. And I want you to know up front, it's okay to say no to me, but please don't tell me that you're gonna say you need to think about it, or you need to talk to your uncle or something. I want to be able to create a space where we can just have an adult-to-adult conversation, and yeah, man, just want to satisfy your needs and helping you figure out a solution here. So can we create that dialogue? Can we be upfront with each other that you're not going to think about it and we're going to be able to be honest with each other here?
Sorry. I'll tell you if the offer's not good, I'll just tell you no. Is that okay?
Oh man, please do. I mean, both of our time's valuable. So
Yeah. Sure.
good deal. So, I mean, why are we talking today? Why did you want to schedule a conversation to chat about this?
Just getting older, and I've had several rental properties for the last 25 years or so, and I've made a lot. I've made my money out of them, and it's just time to top of the market. It's time to sell and get out of them, and I'm just kind of have a plan to do them one at a time like that.
Okay. Well, I mean, that makes sense. I think selling them off is a good idea. You told me that you were thinking about selling them, on some financing instead of selling them altogether. What was the thinking behind that?
Yeah, I would do that. See, that'll save me on getting big tax bill here when I collect a bunch of cash. So it might be better for me if I stretch it out over time.
No, it definitely will, and then you can collect the interest on it too, if that sounds good to you.
Oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay. So are you looking to make a decision today, or is this something you're maybe looking to do next year? Or I mean, what are you looking to do here?
Yeah, I'm pretty much ready to go with this one, and I've got some others that I'd like to sell too, but they're not ready. But this one here's ready to go.
Okay. Yeah, this one's vacant and all that. Okay. So what would be a comfortable number for you to be able to walk away and be happy to sell this at?
129.
Oh, okay. How did you get to that number?
I've got some. I've got some friends that are helping me with that, but I've got a realtor that's a good buddy of mine, and he's telling me that's what he thinks it's worth.
Okay, but for you, I mean, these are paid off. What would be the lowest amount that you'd be willing to sell these for to get this going today?
Well, cash, or are you talking about owner finance here?
Yeah, I mean, what would you prefer? Would you prefer to do cash? Because I can do cash and we could close in the next 2 weeks.
Well, I'm not going to get as much probably if I go cash, and plus I'm going to create a tax problem. So I'm leaning towards the creative side as a good alternative for me. But if you've got cash, I'm sure we could work something out if you're willing to get closer to what I'm needing to get out of it.
Okay. Well, I can respect that. in regards to how much you need to get out of it, what does that number look like?
Oh, well, I'm asking 129. I could probably come down to, 119, somewhere around that neighborhood.
Okay. 119. I mean, this is a garden level, man. I don't know. I couldn't make 119 work.
Okay. All right. Let's pause. Can we pause?
Yeah, definitely. Yep, definitely.
Okay.
Quick mistake that I made is I think the way that I asked him if they're trying to get around the time sensitivity, I kind of gave him an out by saying, he could, talk about it in a year or something like that. But what other feedback you got here, man?
Well, the objective here is what?
To get him to make a commitment.
To do what?
To sell these properties.
To you.
To me. Okay.
What strategy, what offer is he most comfortable with that he's willing to say yes to?
Selling them on terms.
Okay.
Instead of cash.
In this particular situation, selling for terms, yeah. He's already told you before, that's what you were saying, I believe, that he's interested in talking about something creative. Okay, so wonderful. I wouldn't waste my time on the cash talk.
Okay. Yeah.
If I'm saying, hey, 129 is what you're asking, if we were talking cash, I might say this. If we were talking cash today, close in 2 weeks, what's the best you could do? 119? Yeah, see. All right, so let's take the cash offer off the table. Call it done. But before I go, let's talk about this creative thing, because that might really work for me too. You see what I mean? Now you've cleared off the cash thing totally in 45 seconds. If you feel like you need to talk about the cash thing. If you don't, then don't talk about it at all.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, why talk about something they're not going to say yes to?
Right.
Yeah. So as soon as you realize that you're not going to be able to offer them the amount of cash that they need, or they're not going to say yes to your lowball offer, take it. Okay, well, let's take that off the table and call that done. Real quick before I go, though, let's revisit this. Can we revisit this creative solution? Okay. If I were to not, go ahead, Sandra.
Sorry, Justin. Sorry. So, Alex, you said this was a follow-up call?
Yeah.
So it sounded like it was also a little bit in terms of the first call too, though, because some of the questions and some of the stuff you're asking is like it should have been established in the first call. So this was a follow-up call in terms of you already sent the offer.
Yeah, well, I haven't given him an offer, and we haven't really talked about that. But yeah, I should have gone into. I agree. I should have gone into the agenda qualification. I should have done all that before we had this follow-up call.
Yeah. So what was the conversation that you guys had before, though? Because you said this was a follow-up call. So what was the difference? Because like I said, it felt like some of these questions you're asking, it should have been in, on the first call. So what conversation did you have with the seller?
Super brief. Just asked him if he'd consider an offer and selling it, and he told me yes. We didn't talk about a price, and he talked about. I asked him if he'd be open to holding a note, and he said that that's what he'd be most interested in. And he didn't want to talk about it on that day. He didn't want to talk about it on that day because he had the tenant moving out on the 31st. So he wanted to talk on the 1st. I probably should have pushed a little harder, but yeah, kind of got pushed around, I guess, a little bit. Just truthfully, that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, great. I mean, some of the stuff you were saying was great, but that's the only thing I would say is like it just sounded like some of the stuff you were asking. I'm like, it didn't sound like it was, it should have been a first
good
call.
Comments,
But
for
great,
sure.
but great, good job though. Regardless.
Yeah. That's okay though. Too, that you didn't do it in the first call.
Right.
See, that's the wonderful thing about guts is you can always go back and start over.
Yeah, for sure. Right. Yeah, for sure.
So if he's interested, if he said I'm most interested in a creative, then I would make a beeline to the creative offer. Okay. There's no sense in talking about anything else. Joe Blow, do you have any comments on this?
I was just walking my dog Butkus, and I was watching this about real estate. Adrian, give me a beer. And what was this? We're talking about the cap and everything. You turn it around. How does that work, man? You know,
it's like a switch. It's like you turn yourself on and then you go.
I can't play it straight. Sorry.
That's crazy. I love it.
Is that a leopard headband there though? You know, is it leopard? Is that
no? That is my.
It looks like cheetah or leopard. I'm not
sure. Actually, it is from my Bedrock running sandals. I won't work on because I got the background.
Oh, that's sporty. That's what it is.
It's good stuff. Right? They're very handy too. Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing great. Doing great.
Just popped in to say hello and everything.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
We're role playing, making a creative offer to a tired landlord. He's a tired landlord. He's most interested in a creative offer, not cash. And we're working through how to get on the call, ask him some qualifier questions, and then go into the closing and start talking about creative solutions.
Hello, Mr. Chamness.
Go, Alex. Let's let Alex do it.
Oh, okay. Nobody else? Okay, good. Alex, you want to? I got a note here. You want to sell that? You want to sell that property on Avocado Street?
Yeah, that'd be. I'd consider it, definitely.
What do you mean consider it? You want to sell it, or you want to sell it, or you want to sell it today?
Did he freeze up? He wants to sell it today. Oh, he dropped out. Must have froze up.
Okay, nothing's been the same since Alex Trebek died. Everything's gone to hell since Alex left Jeopardy. Have you noticed that? Nothing works the same.
That's not a coincidence.
While we're waiting for Alex to come back, I have some interesting news. Can I share a screen for a second?
Yes, please do.
Yeah.
If that's all right with you, it's your show.
Go ahead. We don't get visits from Joe Blow very often.
Yeah, or Alfred E. Newman, or Sylvester Stallone. This is from Fortune magazine. Can you guys see that?
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Millions face eviction. Finally. Okay, what's the whole point? What's the point? Why am I showing that? Why is that to us as investors so damn important right now?
Tired landlords.
Very tired landlords.
Oh, yeah.
And these landlords have been waiting 6 months, 12 months, some as many, I think, as 14, 15 months. They've had, can I be politically incorrect here, guys, or should I just
go for it?
Make everything sweet?
I've already cussed a lot today.
Oh, okay.
You know,
you imagine mom and pop, they've been working really hard, saved their money. They bought a property, American dream, fixed it up, carpets, paint. They did a lot of the work themselves. They sacrificed. They didn't take the vacation. They didn't get the big screen TV. They bought this property as a rental for their future security and part of the American dream for retirement, send their kids to dental school. And then John and Mary Blazinski move in, and they don't pay their rent for 15 months. How does that land and the government is even protecting that land, protecting those bums, those tenants in there right now, even though they've been getting stimulus checks and unemployment and all these other things. They've been just having fun with the money. How do you think that landlord feels right now?
It's like getting cut deep and then left to bleed.
Can you imagine how those landlords feel? Now, this is ending. We're coming to the end of this thing. Supreme Court made a decision too, okay? And CDC, I believe, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think they overruled the CDC and said, hey, disease control, you're not in charge of people's property rights, okay? And stuff like that. So eventually we're going to see evictions, we're seeing it already. Evictions are going to go what? Up or down?
Up.
Through the roof.
Through the roof. They're going to kick the bums out. They're going to kick them out quick. Okay. What are those landlords going to do now that they can re-rent their property? There's a housing shortage too, by the way, right? We have a
Yeah.
housing shortage. We don't have
Yeah.
enough properties to buy. People need places to live. We've seen this over the months. So what's the first thing these landlords are going to do? They're going to raise rents.
rates. Yep.
Real
Yeah, it's gonna
estate
become
right
more
now.
difficult
I don't
to
say
rent.
this very often. Justin, agree or disagree with me? Whoops. Hope I didn't freeze. Come on.
That's all right.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
you're
hear you.
good.
We can
Okay.
hear you.
Screen
I have a
froze.
question, Justin Clark. So the
Hold
eviction,
on. Let me just finish my last part and you can jump in.
yeah, no, of course, go ahead.
Thank you. These landlords are going to evict like crazy. And the first thing they're going to do is they're going to raise rents to catch up on all the money they lost for the last year, 15 months or more. You're going to see rents go up right now. Right now, and here's my finishing thing. Sandra, you can jump in. I apologize. But I see this as a window of opportunities. Who said tired landlords before? Was that you, Justin? Or
Justin.
Ben?
It was all
Yeah.
of us.
Yeah. They're right now, we got a lot of tired landlords. This is an opportunity to grab these properties from these very tired landlords, okay, and take advantage of this little window. And if you can kick them out and you can raise your rents because the demand is high, the supply is low, and the eviction moratorium is over, this is a window of opportunity I see right now. I'll get off my soapbox and let Sandra jump in. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. No, so I was just gonna say, with the eviction moratorium, is it that part of it is that they're allowing landlords to just kick them right away right now? You still have to go to the court process and stuff like that, because that could still take months, if it's backed up in terms of courts and all that stuff. So
You're right. I don't disagree with the courts are
no,
backed
I'm
up
asking a
anyway.
question.
And
No, I'm asking a question. Yeah. So is it that they can just kick them out regardless, or they still have to go to the court system when it comes to that? That's what I'm trying to, figure out.
She's asking, can they file the eviction starting at the end of the moratorium, or is that your
Yeah,
question, Sandra?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it kick in right away immediately where
I think it depends. I think it depends on your jurisdiction, your state. Different states have different eviction laws. If you're in God bless Texas, you can probably, or Arizona or something like that, you can probably kick them out quick. If you're in the Soviet Socialist state of Southern California, they're probably going to make it even harder and extend it even longer.
it can still take a long time too, though, if you're still going to court though with the backlog, with the court system,
It
but
is. And you have to go into this thing being financially prepared. But I got to tell you,
right.
this country is coming out of economic turmoil right now. The government's spending trillions of dollars. Okay, that they're running the printing machines like crazy right now. We're going to see, we're seeing things go up. How many people here are seeing things go up in value, in prices, in costs? Have you guys checked paper products? I always say the paper towel, check paper towels and Bounty and stuff like that in the city. How much is a roll of Bounty today?
$3 or something.
I think my Claudia goes shopping. She got that like 6-pack of Bounty towels. I think it was like $14 for towels, paper towels.
Yeah, I bet more than that, probably.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is 2-ply, right? I mean,
Yes.
they are the quicker picker upper.
Did you notice that they got so expensive that now it's segments? You can break them in half. I think they're going to do them in quarters soon,
Dude, I know. It's crazy. It is.
You see those little segmentations they're putting in paper towel? So the paper towel measurement is indicative of what's going on. So we got inflation, we've got high demand, we've got limited supply. I think this is where people make a lot of money. This is where smart investors jump in. This is the moment. Anybody, what's your thoughts on that? Anybody?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm hungry. I'm getting ready. I'm
just
just so excited. I think it's the best thing that's ever happened in my whole life is just coming right down the pike.
Yeah.
I really think that.
I had a question right quick. This might sound crazy, but as far as like this moment, what's happening with the moratorium, what type of deals would be the best type of deals is like the suggest to these tired landlords? Like, do you look straight like for lease options or wholesales or all the above, or what's the best way to go about it? I mean, like say for instance, if you don't want to buy and hold personally, Is it better to like, wholesale them or what? Lease option or what?
So it's a good
You know,
question.
what's the best strategy?
Right.
Yeah, it depends on you.
Okay.
The one they say yes to
Right.
is the best
Yeah, it's what
strategy,
they
in
say,
my
yeah.
opinion.
What is the easiest offer to make to prospects all day long? Hi,
Okay.
Mr. Chamness. I'd like to rent your property for 3 years. I'll pay you rent on it. I'm going to put total strangers in it, and maybe they'll buy it, maybe not. You know how it works, okay? You want to do that today, don't you?
Hey, that was a great. That's. I'm gonna try that later. I'm gonna
Okay.
try that. See if that works.
What if I go to you and say, Mr. Chamness, I understand you've had a problem tenant in your property, haven't had money for how many months, sir? 6, 12, 15?
6 months been sitting empty.
Yeah, boy, I can't even imagine the pain what you and your wife are going through right now. Where the bills still come in and you've got these people. You wouldn't want a nice, big, delicious, juicy, can you smell it, check, certified check in your hand so you never have to deal with John and Mary rotten tenant again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you like to talk about that today and cash
well,
out of this deal, or should I leave you alone?
Well, I'm a little concerned about, I've been in, I've got 5 rental properties. I need to sell all of them. I want to.
How much?
But
Make me an offer.
Well, I'm only ready to go with this one here, and I'm concerned about. They've been talking about the capital gains tax maybe going up, and
Okay.
I'm thinking I might need to. It might be smarter for me to do a creative solution.
I don't know. It's what would you like to do? All your cash now? Would you like to structure it as owner finance? If it's free, is it free and clear, or you still got a mortgage on it?
This one's free and clear, yes.
Free and clear. Let's do a private note. I'll pay you principal and principal only. We'll structure it for 5 years. When are you retiring, sir? You look so young.
I'm already retired.
Oh, okay. When would you like a nice big, would you just like, you want to do it for 5, 10, 20 years? You can leave it as a legacy to your children. You tell me, want a balloon? Tell me what you want, sir, today.
I was thinking 10 years. See, this is Alex's role play.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
Alex,
pitching it.
Alex, I'll do, you want 10 years, Alex?
Yeah, sure. I
Okay.
mean, that would be good.
Interest only. I like principal only. Can we do that?
I mean, what would be the advantage of both?
I don't know. What do you mean? I don't understand, sir.
Well, I got some guys I play golf with. I know that's good. I got some guys I play golf with, and they talk about the creative stuff, and I don't know the difference between the interest or the principal only benefits of doing the creative stuff. Can you help me with that?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I just want to do a deal today. I'm not here to educate you. I'm here to do business. You want to do the deal, or should I leave you alone, sir?
I mean, I'm open to it. I just, I don't know which one's best. I don't know if I should.
They're both good. They both give you money, sir. Does it really matter? Would you like me to pay you? Would you like a nice check every month towards the payment of the property? How much would you like per month? Let's do it from that. How much do you need per month to make you happy? $500, $750, $1,000 a month?
Yeah, $1,000 would be good.
I'll give you $1,000 a month principal only. I'll give you $500 a month interest only. You pick.
You said $1,000 a month principal or $1,500 principal and interest?
No, I didn't say that at all. Did you hear that, Butkus? Adrian?
Hey, man, I got hearing aids, man. I know you wouldn't understand, but I got hearing aids, man. I'm in
Good.
my
Here's
60s, so.
Here's some batteries. Put them in.
Okay. So now I got some batteries. Can you repeat that?
No. Listen to me very carefully, sir, because I have to leave. I got to take Butkus for a walk.
Okay.
I'll give you $500 a month interest only for 5 years, or I'll give you $1,000 a month principal payments only. What would you like, 500 or 1,000? You pick. You said to me you didn't understand, so I'm trying to make this as simple as possible.
Okay. No, that's good.
And your answer is, sir?
I mean, that sounds good, but I mean, what is the purchase price here?
I don't know. What would you like? Since you must have brought that up for a reason.
Well, I was at 129,000. It's kind of what we talked about earlier.
Oh, okay. I thought this was our first phone call. Okay,
Yeah.
120,000. And is that worth it? Can you substantiate that? If we have an appraisal done and we have an inspection done, will it stand at 120?
Yeah, I think the appraisal value come back a lot higher than that.
Okay. So why are you doing it for 120 then? You're just being nice to me?
I just know that it's going to take some repairs, and if I could just sell it over time.
Oh,
yeah.
the repairs. Okay. So I'll tell you what, if I send you an offer today, subject to an inspection for $105,000,
Mhm.
because you just mentioned you need repairs. Can you get that contract back to me today and you start getting $1,000 a month for the next 60 months? Can we do
Yeah.
business?
That's great. Yep, definitely.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep, definitely.
Hello, ring, ring, Justin?
Hello.
Justin, Jess, this is Claude. Are you in the mood? I got a killer deal here right now. Are you in the mood to make some money?
Yeah, I am in the mood to make some money. What you
I've got
got?
a property here. Just got it from Alex. Property's worth about, I think he said 120. He's selling it to me for 120. It's probably worth about 135. Needs
Okay.
about 10, 15,000 in repairs. We have a contract for 115 right now with owner financing, 1,000 a
okay.
month.
Oh,
And you can
okay.
rent this, so it's got equity in it, and you can rent this thing out for 1,800 a month.
Oh, okay.
And it's owner financing, no bank, lawyers, or any, I got it all in a contract. I
Yeah.
just got it from him. I'm looking to move this because I'm busy with 6 other deals.
What's my upfront cost again? Repairs?
I don't know. That's for you and I to negotiate. What do you think it's worth? What would you like to pay me for this contract today? No bank, no down payment. You've got a property totally owner financed. That means the equity builds up every month over 60 months. You're building in a $60,000 equity position besides the good price we negotiated. And it'll
Oh.
rent for $800 a month more than your payment. What do you think it's worth, sir?
The 1,000 a month is principal only?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Can you believe
that's
I
a
got
good
that deal?
Yeah, that's a great deal. Can you send it to me? Send me the pictures and
I did already. It's in your email box. I sent your prospectus with pictures,
Okay.
appraisal, repair estimates, 6,000, everything set. Look, I'm looking to flip this today.
okay, I'll get right to the email and I'll check it and I'll get back with you in within an hour or so.
How's your liquidity, sir? Do you have $18,000 right now?
I got enough money to burn up a wet mule, so yeah, we're good.
There we go. Can you get back to me on Zoom? And as soon as you can, sir, I'm just speed dialing every unique investor like yourself right now. I'm just looking to flip this and make somebody a
Well,
lot of money.
Well, now don't
What do you
go-
need for me to do this deal right now to get a tentative commitment subject to your review of the paperwork?
Well, I put an inspection period in there so I can get in there and check them repairs and make sure my numbers
you
are
got
right.
15, you got 15 days inspection.
Send me the paperwork.
I did.
I'll sign it and get it over to you.
Sounds like a deal, sir.
Thank you.
You were too easy.
You
God,
know,
if they were just like that, huh?
My experience is that the buyer side's not that hard though. Not that
It's
hard.
not. It's
It's
not.
not.
The money's out there. If I put it together in a nice, neat little package, subject to lease purchase, owner finance, or a lowball cash deal, it's worth 200. I got it for 135, all cash. Can I if I have the cash or the credit line, can I make money flipping this to somebody else, wholesaling? I call it arbitrage.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes when you say wholesale to me, it means you take a drastic deduction in your profit. Sometimes I make a pretty good profit depending on who I'm selling it to. I'm not wholesaling it, I'm retailing it.
Mhm.
And in that case, you're just selling it for a straight assignment fee, not reducing the purchase price by that assignment fee, right?
Yeah.
You're literally selling the paper for X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get in, get out. Now let's negotiate the 18,000. Who wants to do that role play? Nobody wants to pay me.
I'll
It was
go.
it was my first price. Let's pretend you're one of my students. Somebody else who hasn't
Yeah,
gone
someone
yet.
else.
Somebody who's up, who's got the balls to make the calls.
You know I do, but hey man, come on, somebody else, come on. We got like 18 other
Come on.
people or something like that.
Well,
Come
I
on.
got some of my students are in
Come
here, and I
on.
know they're hard hitters.
Come on, I'll go back to Rocky Balboa mode here, okay? Yo, You want to do a deal or you want to do a deal?
Let's do a deal.
Ben,
I got this great property, 18,000. It's yours. You know what I'm saying here?
Yeah, I appreciate the offer, but it's a ground level unit. I can't do the 18,000.
You mean you don't have the money or you don't want to do the deal?
Well, I want to, I want to work with you.
that's beautiful.
Sounds like my honeymoon.
Yeah. What,
She said that to you
if
on
we
your
could,
honeymoon?
if we could close this today, what's the best you can do for me?
Oh,
You said you wanted to close it today. Well, flip it today.
you drove me to drink here, you know? What's the best I could do? I don't know. You make me an offer. Listen, if you don't want to do it, it's okay to say no. But I figured 18,000. Heck, you're going to make yourself $800 a month. Plus, you're going to have a ton of equity in the property. Plus, you don't have to go to a bank for a mortgage, and you don't have to put a heavy-duty down payment on. What do you think? What do you think it's worth? Tell me what you would like to pay me today to do a deal right now. And if it's fair and I'll tell you right now, if it's fair and reasonable, I'll accept right now.
Well, you want to make money today, 15,000.
You can do that right now if I accept that ridiculous offer?
Yes, sir, right now. I'll get it.
How would you pay?
but
And how would you pay for that? Wire transfer or give me a credit card right now?
which do you prefer?
I'll take a wire transfer. I'll give you my routing number. I'll send you all the information. I'll send you all the paperwork. We're done, sir.
Yeah,
You're a gentleman. What a pleasure to do business with you.
Likewise, sir. We will have this concluded by the end of business today.
You're a good man. You're not going to call me later today and tell me your wife's mad at you, right?
No, she's mad at me anyway. Don't worry about that.
Give her a round.
Always. Thanks,
That's
fellas.
good. It's good, man.
I would have taken 12. I would have taken 12, by the way. That was the number. So thank you for the extra 6,000 or 3,000, excuse me.
Hey, Uncle Claude. Somebody requested this last week and you had to run. We're going to set the timer for 3 minutes. I want you to be the salesperson, the real estate investor calling the homeowner. He may or may not be motivated. We don't know. Who wants to volunteer to be the homeowner? And let's put Uncle Claude on the 3 minute timer. Can we do that, Uncle Claude?
Yeah, I think I was on before.
Yeah, that was the buyer side convo. Let's. Who wants to volunteer to put Uncle Claude through the gauntlet here, the 3 minute gauntlet? Anybody? All you gotta be is a homeowner. Why is everybody so quiet today?
I'll do it.
Corey, my man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the conversation and the timer will begin when someone says ring, ring, hello.
Hello.
Why am I calling you, sir?
I don't know. You tell me. You call me.
I'm sorry. Is this Mr. Dwight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7?
Yeah.
How can I help you, sir?
I don't know. You called me. You
Oh,
calling
gosh.
about the house or what's going on?
Oh, that's it. It's real estate, and it's sold already, right? It's gone. It's got to be gone by now.
Well, not yet. Are you interested in buying a house? What's going on with you?
Yeah, but I got a problem. I need a house today. You're not the owner, are you, Mr. Dwight?
Well, hell yeah, I am.
Okay. What do you need for? I need a property right now. My name is Claude Diamond. I'm a DQ kind of guy. I do it quick. Can we? What do you need from me in order to do it? You got this is what kind of house is this? Real fast.
Shoot, it's a nice house.
Oh, a nice house. Oh, I always wanted one of those.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a bathroom or a kitchen or a bedroom or two.
Yeah, it got all of that.
All of the above. There you go. And is this your home or an investment property?
Well, it actually used to be my home. I moved out of it, so we've been renting it out for the last few years. And
keep renting it.
Yeah, I can, but the market went up a lot this past summer, and shit. I want to get some money out of it.
How much money? What do you need? how much money you need from me today for you and I to do a deal?
Shit, I want what I'm asking for.
I don't know what you're, sir. I just got this little posted here telling me to give you a call. I don't even know.
Yeah, how'd you get my number? You see my
I think I saw it on the bathroom wall of a Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Palace.
Bathroom wall of Chuck E. Cheese, huh? Right next to the hookers' numbers.
Oh, I hope not. My wife was with me.
Oh, damn. No, it's 267.
260. And if I gave you a 267 offer on this property, you are the person in charge. You could make a decision today.
Yeah, I would talk to my wife, but you know.
Could you get back to me by 4:30 this afternoon if I make you an offer?
Sure. What's your offer?
Okay, good question. I can make you 3 different offers, cash or terms. You pick.
Well, I'm looking for cash. I need money.
Okay, how much?
What I'm asking for? What's your offer? You gotta come close to it. Make me
Okay.
motivated.
Can I ask you a few more questions? You ask me a few and I'll make you an offer. Is that fair? And if we can do business together, that would be great.
Cool.
Is that
Cool.
okay? Oh,
Yeah.
good. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
No
So
problem.
I must be out of 3 minutes by now.
You have 10 seconds left.
10 seconds. What can you do in 10 seconds? Sir, is this property free and clear or you still have a mortgage on it?
No, it's free and clear.
Free and clear? I'll give you your price. Can we do a deal?
Hell yeah.
Boom.
Time's
Gotta, yes.
up. That 3 minutes goes fast.
3 minutes goes real fast.
It
I
will.
I got a little bitty baby yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't very
Okay.
motivated.
I
That's
got a
one of them
very-
dudes I'd hang up on him.
Yeah, I got a baby yes. And Dwight,
I've got a 5.
yeah, and Dwight did this excellent. He did this great. He didn't make it easy for me. I like that.
That's,
And
that's Corey D. Wright.
Yeah. Mr. Corey. No. You can call me.
Yeah.
So
Corey.
Claude,
It's cool.
so he said he wanted cash. Would you still go into your 3 offers?
Yeah, I might. Well, he said it's also free and clear. So what I would do in a case like this, if I had more time, or I'd send a letter of intent. Depending, it also depends on his level of motivation. On a 1 through 10, what was his temperature right now?
Well, he seemed to just want cash. So it didn't seem to be all that motivated.
But on a 1 through 10, so what would you give him, Rick?
6.
I'd probably say it was probably a 5.
Yeah, that would be generous. I would agree with that. No more than a 5
Yeah.
on that. Did he have any emotional investment in this? Did we get to find that out yet? Why he's selling this home?
Yeah.
Did we find out the why yet? Did he have tenant problems? Does he need the money? Is he going on vacation? Kids going to college? Did we find out why he needs this?
Oh, no, we didn't. Not too.
No.
Greed. The market's up. He wanted profit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Would
It was,
someone?
it was agreed. That's the only thing he
Yeah,
said
that's
was
not
the-
a need.
That was
That's a greed.
agreed.
Yeah.
mhm.
When
But
someone
he-
tells me the property is free and clear, the first thing I want to know is, if I give you your price, I didn't say I'd finance it. I said, if I give you your price, what would you say to me next? And he said, yes. And we call those little micro commitments. Get them up the yes ladder, right? Get them up that, get them used to
That's
saying
true.
yes.
I should do this better.
Okay. Nobody dated girls in high school here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gotta get those little
Yeah.
step-by-step yeses.
No, Claude, I didn't date any girls in high school.
I didn't. I apologize, Sandra. We're
Are you
just a
forgot
bunch.
that I'm in here?
I'm sorry. We're a bunch of male chauvinists.
I'm just being joking with you guys. Yeah,
I apologize. We have a lady in the audience.
that's okay. I know you guys are crazy. Imagine what you guys do when there's no freaking person in here. You guys are off the chain.
We like to have a lot of fun.
No problem. Just joking.
I'm a firm believer in you can fix it later. Right now, I just want Mr. Dwight to say yes or say yes. Okay, he'll say yes to that. Then I'll finesse. Here's the wonderful word, finesse. I think Justin uses that a lot.
Finesse.
Finesse.
I like to use a
is
lot
finesse?
of big impact words, flowering words.
Yes. I'll give you the price, but then you have if he said yes, then you got to finesse it a little. So would you like that money all in one shot? with the tax consequences? Or would it be better for you to get that, since you own it free and clear? How would you like to get an annuity check, a nice little check every month towards your property? Could we do that? Have I created a financial vehicle now? When I get owner financing, what does that do for me? It means I have a piece of paper I can now sell to somebody else, right? When you go to another investor and say, no bank, owner financing, how cool is that?
Very
Where you
cool.
want to be.
Yeah. If it's going to be all cash, well, you want time value of money, I'll give you cash. Okay. But time value of money, I want a heck of a discount for my cash. Because cash is king. Cash is the best strategy. Cash, I hope every investor gets to a point where they can do cash someday.
Here's an objection I'm getting a lot lately, Uncle Claude. Help me out. Well, if you got 3%, 5%, or 10% down, why don't you just go to the bank and get the money?
You're right.
I mean, you don't need me to finance it for you. You just go down to the bank. I mean, it's cheap now. It's almost free.
Yeah, you're right.
You just do that.
But here's the thing, sir. Can I tell you the truth, or should I just make it real flowery here?
I prefer the truth.
For me as an investor, it creates much greater value when I have owner financing rather than private bank financing.
Okay.
I can do a deal with you very quickly. I can give you very close to your asking price if you can be flexible enough to give me terms. If you're asking me to go to my bank, which I can do, okay, but I'm not going to get 3% because I'm doing this as an investor. They're not going to give me a FHA 3% loan. They're going to ask for 20%.
Yeah,
maybe 25. So part of this, making this deal, would you like to make this deal work today, sir, and be done with these tenants and toilets and repairs and all this nonsense? Would you like it over today? Can you imagine that?
and at this point, if my response as the homeowner is, well, I mean, yeah, if you got the cash, we can do the deal. And I need like right up against full asking price.
Well, I
So
can't.
he's unmotivated. I'm out, right?
Yeah. If I get cash, I need a discount. If I give owner financing, I still have something I can sell to another investor or homeowner. I have something marketable. Okay. But if I'm not going to give him cash full price, for me as an investor, it could happen, but in this marketplace, I don't think it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a lot of, who said tired landlords 15, 20 minutes ago?
It was all of us. Yeah.
Yeah. What's that sign say?
Millions.
Hey, Claude, don't you feel that these tired landlords are really just going to be looking for cash? I mean,
I think a lot of them. I agree. I think they're
Yeah,
going to be looking for cash.
I don't see them going into from one shitty tenant situation to a potential another, especially right now.
You know what?
What are your thoughts on that?
It's no two deal. I've never seen two deals exactly the same. It depends.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
It depends who is the owner, what's their disposition, how far under. Some people are really, really hurting right now.
Yeah, for fact.
They are really hurting, and they're willing to take, this is one of those little windows where if you have the cash and credit, you can get some great deals. If you don't have that if you don't have the luxury of that type of money and stuff available, then you go to the next best thing. You go to terms, and you have to sell yourself. This is where credibility comes in. They've got to believe, they got to trust in you. Okay, I'll give you your price, but you have to give me terms. Can we do that today, sir? What's the most important word I use in all these role plays?
Today.
Now. What's one of the biggest mistakes we make in negotiation?
Giving them time to think about it, maybe.
Yeah. What happens when they think about it? Well, let me look it over. Let me send me the information and everything like that. And give me a couple of days to think, go over it and talk to my spouse and everything. And, let's talk on, Monday or Tuesday. Okay. Right. What happens Monday or Tuesday? Where'd he go?
And witness protection.
Where is he?
The anesthesia wore off.
Yeah. You've got that magic moment in business. You got them on the phone. You got them on Zoom. You got them in the coffee shop. Go for it. What's the worst they can say?
Right. No.
Yeah. Okay. What's the worst you can say? You're not allowed to think about it. Sir, you know, when you tell me to call you Monday and Tuesday next week, you know what? I get, in my experience, that usually means no. Why do I have that feeling, Justin?
That's great. Well, no, I mean, I'm really interested in this, but I need to think about it and make sure that I'm making the right
You're not
decision.
allowed to, sir. You can't. If we're going to break up, let's break up now.
Well, I'm not trying to get rid of you.
Yeah, you are, sir. Made you an offer. I bought you 2 lattes and a steak dinner. We've driven around. This is that moment. And if you want to say no to me, God bless you. That's okay. But it's over. And I think you'll have regrets. You came to me with a problem. I came to you with an offer. Can we move forward, or is there something else we need to discuss before I leave?
Yeah. Well, can you give me till tomorrow morning? Let's say like 10 o'clock.
Sir, what's going to happen in the next 24 hours, sir?
Well, see, I'm going to visit with my wife, and then, you know, she's got her sister's a realtor, and we're going to, you know, she wants to make sure we're doing the right thing.
I'll tell you right now, I'm going to make you an all cash offer. I'll give you all cash for one amount, or I'll give you what your asking price is. If you hold the mortgage, I'll make it I'll make it 8% interest only payments for 5 years. And if I don't hear from you by 6:30, I'll assume that the deal is off the table. Fair?
You said 6:30 tonight?
That's right. Didn't stutter, did I?
Okay. All right. 6:30. Yeah.
If I don't hear from you, you have my phone number. If I hear from you before 6:30, we're doing business, and your problems are gone, sir. After 6:30, don't call me.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Is this that assertive type of selling that I talk about all the time? You guys know I'm a cream puff, right? I mean, I cry at Disney movies. I'm still upset about Bambi's mom. I mean, you know,
It was
Bambi's mom died in the forest fire.
I thought it was his dad.
No,
his dad ran off. His dad.
No, the male figures always run off, and the mom stays with Bambi. Isn't that how it worked?
Even in the movies.
What happened to Bambi's father? Where was he in this whole thing? There was no father, right?
I think he got shot.
Oh, well, you know. Venison for dinner. We're having too much fun. Sales and business discussions should not be this fun. This is serious stuff.
It is. It is, but it's not fun if it's not fun.
It's got to be fun all the way to the bank.
I think that's huge, Claude, because I had a more experienced veteran wholesaler investor tell me one time I was struggling, and we were on the phone, and she said, you know what your problem is? You're not having any fun anymore. She said, you just find a way to make this fun again, and you'll do great.
Yeah.
That was the best advice. I needed to hear that so damn bad.
Have fun. And get the no's out of the way quick. Get them out quick. Those lingering maybes, probably, should-haves, could-haves. Claude, I'll get back to the near distant future. What does that mean? Nothing. Alan, you're way too quiet today. What's the matter, buddy?
I got a frog in my throat, to tell you the truth.
Really? Oh, there's nothing. You know, the French love frogs.
Yeah, I know. Escargot, love it too.
No, I
Hey, quick
used to
question.
love my escargot, sir. I used to love escargot. Okay, they got them in this little German restaurant, and these little snails, and they give you a little fancy holder, and they were dripping in butter and garlic, and you got bread and you dipped them. And I moved to California, and you know what's in the morning in California when the sprinklers shut off?
Snail.
Slugs.
Slugs, snails everywhere. It's like walking on Rice Krispies. It's like I could never eat them again. That's my snail story. Sorry.
You put that in your mouth?
Oh yeah, snails are delicious.
Yep.
Snails prove
Hey.
one thing. Anything you fry in enough butter and garlic, you'll eat.
Right?
Jesus, not me.
You live in what? You're in Justin, where are you? Missouri?
Oh yeah. Yeah, beef country. This is
Oh, yeah.
beef country.
Oh,
Mm.
it's what America's
Prime.
having for. It's what America's having for dinner tonight.
It's what's for dinner.
Prime.
Yeah. Hey, Alan had a question.
Hey, yeah. I came across this last week with my several calls, and I get the question saying, "Hey, do you already have tenant buyers for the house? And what's your success rate to guarantee that they will perform?"
What a great question. I love that. Thank you, Mr. Bryan, for bringing that up. I love it. Now, you must have asked that for a reason. Could you help me out a little here? I took a dumb pill today. Help me. Why'd you bring that up?
Well, I don't know. I thought you're the smart investor, but we don't want to have the house back to us again after all that time.
Good. So you want quality tenants in your property, right?
No, I want this house sold. I really don't want to deal with tenants.
Oh, okay. Because you asked me about the people in the property, the tenants. So I thought we were doing a rent own. Why did I think that?
Yeah, we are, but I don't know if this is gonna pan out, and then we're gonna have the house back again to us and back to square one. So yeah.
Why would you get the house back, sir? I don't understand.
Well, what if the people decide, they're not going to pull through with the purchase?
Oh, what people? It's you and I doing this deal.
Oh, you said that you're going to put some nice people in there.
Yeah, I might rent it or at least purchase it. What is it? Let me ask you something, sir, because I'm all confused now. What would you like to see happen today? What's the dream? What's in your head? What's the perfect world? What would you like to see for to happen so you and I could do business right now?
Well, my wife really wants it sold, so I mean,
God bless her.
We
you know what? Smart woman.
We were willing to entertain this other type of offer that you presented, but it's just that we don't know if it's gonna pan through at the end of 24 months.
Okay, you're moving the goalposts while I'm running with the ball here. So, what was that other? This is role play, remember?
Yeah.
What was that offer? I'm good, but I'm not Kreskin yet.
Oh, the other offer was, let's just say 1,000 a month, 24 months, 15,000 down, and the house is like 160.
Oh, okay, but you're not comfortable with that.
It's just, how do we know? Like, is it guaranteed that they're going to buy at the end of the term?
How do we know? How do we know Biden's not going to be in a diaper playing in a sandbox next week? We don't know these things. I never get political. Don't jump on me. Take it easy. I see some of you already. you gotta have fun in this stuff. Let me ask you. So you came to me where the reason we're doing this deal is because this property's been vacant. It's costing you money. You've had bad tenants in it, deadbeat tenants, malicious tenants. And it's going to keep, as I recall, it's been keeping you up at nights, and you're out about $18,000 in rent losses. Is that a fair summarization of what you told me earlier?
Oh, no. It's because I live here in the West Coast, and the place is in the Midwest. So of course, I can't be there to manage things and whatnot. And we just want to be done with it.
I made you an offer, sir. You can accept it or decline it.
I mean,
why don't we say it's over? Don't worry about it.
All right, fine. It's over.
6 months, 12 months from now, someone will make you another offer.
Fair enough.
There you go. Bye-bye. It's over.
Okay.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Hey, Claude.
Bye-bye.
Do
Was that
you
Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rick.
Sorry, man, I didn't mean to interrupt, but do you feel with like the current state, like the emotional state of some of these tired landlords right now, that being too hardcore, you're going to gut yourself out of a deal because people just can't make decisions right there on the spot. I mean, there's more to it, right? I mean, everybody's different, like you said, and I agree.
But I want some closure. I'll even take another appointment later today. I want some idea. If I go to this guy like everyone else, like a dog begging at the table at steak night, is he, what happens when we're that kindler, gentle, oh, whatever you want. Oh, I didn't want to pressure. No pressure. And then I can send you all that stuff and we'll talk next week or when you come back from your holiday and everything. Don't worry about it. No, you're going to do that deal.
You get spanked.
No, not for a while, right? I mean, it could drag on next time. No, I get it.
Yeah.
So you try to draw some sort of yes and conclusion and like, hey, let's talk later today or maybe even tomorrow. But then after that, they're just not motivated enough for you to move forward at all. Is that kind of your feel with Guts and that approach?
Yeah, Guts is incorporating authority, but without being a bully. I know it sounds a little rough sometimes. I'm not a bully. I like to get to the point with somebody. I also use a great deal of scarcity. Sir, I'm very busy. I'm looking at other deals. I'm calling other investors. Okay to say no to me, don't worry, but I'm not coming back. Or my offer expires at 6:30. That's scarcity. And when I talk about other deals, other people and things like that, that's social proof. Rick, have you read Cialdini?
Have not. But I plugged into a lot of your training videos and your approach and things like that. And I just, I kind of standoffish sometimes when it comes to like being too guts, because I have gutsed myself out of a deal and I've backed off and made 30 grand. You know what I mean? So there's such a fine line to me.
You're right.
As far as crossing it or not, you really have to try to make a connection with that person. And sometimes to me, that takes longer than 3 minutes.
Sometimes it does. You're right. What does a surgeon use? A butcher knife or a scalpel?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Okay, this is sales. You've got to read. This is why I don't like scripts, because every person is an individual. It's a unique situation with different numbers, different location, different problems and everything like that. A psychiatrist can't give the same advice to every patient, can she?
No. That's why I love you and I love Guts. I can't really live by the 3-minute timer much in my personal business.
Can I tell you a secret about
please,
that?
Please
Justin,
do. I love your secrets.
Justin, show that 3 minutes. You got a little 3-minute timer? Anyone have one in the room?
I do. I've got one right here.
Who's got one that can show on the screen?
I got one I'll show right here on the screen.
I mean the physical one, not the digital
physical one. Yeah, right here.
Yeah. This is amazing. See, that's a 3-minute timer. What happens when you go 180 degrees around? Oh my God, you got another 3 minutes.
Yeah, I get you, man. I get you. I appreciate you, Claude. That's where I'm at with my business. A lot of times I fell at that 3 minutes, but sometimes that's good and sometimes that's bad. You know what I mean? I've lost money and made money with it. And that's why I appreciate you so much, man. Because I like to push. I mean, that's for sure.
I like to get to the point with people. Some people 3 minutes and we're off the phone, or I made an offer in 3 minutes. I've done it. Sometimes it's 33 minutes. It depends on the situation. The 3 minutes is to make you the timer. The whole secret of the timer is just to make you aware of those little grains of sand. That's your life. How much time? I don't know about you guys. I've wasted too much time on unproductive situations. Am I the only one in the room who can say that?
Guilty.
Oh, yeah. Beyond guilty here.
Most of my life, most of everything I've ever done.
Yeah. And the one thing I learned is before I get in my car, before I drive, get in traffic, before I buy lattes and steak, before I do 2 hours of free consulting, do I have some rights in the sales process?
Well, sure.
Yeah, I have the right to ask questions, to get information. I do. The prospect has rights too. Okay, they have the right to question me also. And when I say the agenda, the first step in the gut staircase, I'll say, can I ask you a few questions just so I can make you a good offer? And then you ask me a few questions because you don't know much about me. And we'll decide if we can do business or you can fire me. You can tell me to get lost. You don't have to say you'll think about it. Is that fair? Is that fair, Mr. Rick? Can we do business like that, sir? Do you mind?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, thank you. You're a gentleman. Well, I love talking to guys like you. What business are you in, sir? You sound like a sharp businessman. Stroke.
Yeah, I get you.
It's all these little psychological moves based on how you ask questions and the nuances, how you sound when you're on the phone. These are $1 million skills. So sometimes, it sounds a little forceful. You're right. but most of those people who I'm very direct and forceful with, and I fire, or I say, the clock's running, I never was going to do a deal with them anyway. How many, I can remember so many times I was up till 11, 12, 1 o'clock at night doing contracts. I sent them the contracts. Do they call me back the next day? No. I call them the next day after that. I leave a voicemail. I do it the next day and the day after that. Nobody gets back to me. I wasted. How much time can you waste in unproductive situations? Why are we in business, gentlemen?
Yeah.
And lady?
To make money.
Make money.
Can I have an amen, please?
Yes.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
So it can be kinder and gentler, but you can also be assertive too. You have rights in the sales process. Boy, I drank too much coffee today. Sorry, Justin.
Oh, it's good. It's good. We've talked a lot today about posturing yourself and, who you are and your mentality and not being beat up and beat down and beggary and losery and
Right.
miserable.
So Rick, my question to you, Rick, is I know you brought up the buyers in a couple times. Do you feel like, yes, there's gonna be you already know there's gonna be a lot of evictions and stuff like that. So are you pretty much kind of feeling like, lease options might not be working in the future in terms of like the evictions,
I'm sorry, are you asking me?
Yeah.
No, I guess because I went through something like this back in 08, 09 with just short sales galore. And
right.
Sometimes, people are really, really sensitive and you will easily get yourself out of a deal. But at the same sense, you still got to get like those questions answered, right? Just to see, okay, because everybody's in such a different scenario with this. Some have equity, some are in an equity position, but still behind on their payments and others not so much. And it's so different that you can't cookie cutter this, you know what I mean? When it comes to these motivated sellers. And I think that's where guts comes very much into play, because you can kind of really get to the point to say where their problem really is, and then kind of focus off of that to try to see what works out as the best scenario as a win-win. So no, I don't think, that any type of creative financing is going to be out of play here, but I really think it's going to be depending on that person that's selling that, distressed landlord or whatever the case, their actual financial position right now, because it seems the people I'm coming across are so different. You know what I mean?
Right.
And there's no one size fit all. And I guess
we have to be a little bit sensitive in terms of the situations that are going on,
From what I'm seeing. Yeah, you can still guts just a little bit more sensitive and maybe ask more questions and, kind of really get a feel for what their answers are and paying attention to that and digging off of that. That's my take of it. Please, Claude, Justin, jump right in and correct me if I'm wrong or just on the wrong path here, but that's
I love what you
I'm
said.
feeling.
I love what you said. There's no cookie cutter. You've got to treat each situation, each buyer, seller, investor as an individual and find out what makes them tick. What's their mojo, their motivation, their needs, their greeds, and things like that. You can't, there's some consistencies, there's some generalizations you can make, but you got to get information. You've got to find out the level of motivation. You got to find out if you're trying to sell. How many people here have wasted a lot of time with somebody who had no money and they found out too late?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Do you think we should find out about the money and discuss it in the beginning rather than hours or days later?
Right.
I can hear this. I can hear the situation. Claude, you're a great guy. Thanks for the information. Oh, this is wonderful. My dog even likes you. If we had the money, we'd love to do this deal with you. That doesn't pay my cable bill.
Isn't that what's so exciting about this business, man? Every phone call can be so different that it's just never a dull moment. There's always different opportunities everywhere, and you win some, you lose some.
The unknown.
That's it.
We're the psychiatrist, and we're getting all these people on our little couch there. And they're telling us all can you imagine listening to other people's problems for a living all day long? you ever wonder about those?
Sometimes we do, right? Sometimes we do, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, did you hear one thing before I go? Did you hear in the role play we did before? I was almost like, you got, Mr. Dwight, Wright, can you help me? I'm not sure if I understand. You must have brought that up for a reason. Why did you ask that question? Why am I feigning ignorance? Why do I
Digging for
do
the pain?
that?
Digging for the pain.
What happens? What happens when you say you don't understand, or can you help me? What does the prospect do? What are you doing to the prospect that they don't see?
They want to open up and help you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. Sometimes the best answer to a question is, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Justin, help me out. You asked about the money. Why'd you bring that up? That's interesting. It's a great question. Why'd you bring that up, sir?
Well, am I the salesperson here or in this?
Yeah, you can whatever you want. We're winging it here.
Yeah. Well, because it's important that we talk about money up front. I mean, that's really what you're trying to get here for the house, right? You're not you don't want me to bring you like a truck full of watermelons or something, right? You want cash money, right?
Yeah. Can I have cash on watermelons? I love them.
No, I don't have them fresh out of watermelons, but I do have some cash we could talk about. So, let's just, is it okay if we talk about money and get it out of the way? And then,
I need 10,000. I'll tell you right up front. I need 10,000 up front. I got to get 10,000.
Okay. 10,000 cash up front. That seems like a very specific number, Claude. Why 10,000?
It's just, I'm just rock bottoming it. I thought I was going to ask you for 20, but I just thought I'd cut to the chase. I need 10,000 up front and you got a deal, and I can do a deal.
Well, 10,000 sounds like 10,000 sounds like a lot. It's pretty. It's tight for me. Is there anything more reasonable than 10,000 we can talk about?
I got to get 10. I got to get 10,000.
So what you're telling me is 10,000 or no deal.
Yeah, I don't want to lose you. I mean, I want it, but I need 10. That's my bottom line.
If I gave you 5 now and I gave you 5 in 12 months, is that something that we could talk about doing?
What off the role play? What did he just do so brilliantly? Whoops, I'm pointing the wrong way. Can't tell on Zoom is the hardest.
It's different for every person. I've noticed that. Yeah.
What did Justin just do so brilliantly?
He went for the close.
How? What did he do? I drew a line in the sand, and what did he do? He didn't argue about the 10,000, but he changed the way it's structured, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you what you want as long as I can give it to you my way.
Suppose for a minute, imagine I could give you the 10,000, but I wanted to give you 4 payments of 2,500. That isn't, you wouldn't be comfortable with that, would you? You wouldn't be comfortable with it. You guys hear the negative redirection? I do it all the time. Why do I do that? To be cute?
It creates a rubber band effect. It's kind of how I see it in my mind. You're stretching the rubber band and it wants to pop back.
Yeah. When I go negative, subconsciously, something in your head is saying, wait a second. What does he mean I don't want to do that? I can do that. That would work. Yeah, well, I might be able
to give an answer, Claude, right? Because sometimes you send a text message, you're like, you wouldn't be interested in selling it, would you?
Today.
And they're going to come back and say yes or nay, but at least gives you the answer,
Yeah. Always send texts with questions and redirection. Sandra's right.
Yes. Smart,
why,
Sandra.
Why instead of just texting statements or answers, you form questions? Questions are the answers to our business success. Oh, that sounds like a quote. I like that. Somebody write that down.
Yeah.
Like questions are the answers to our questions.
Questions are the answers to our financial success.
That's deep.
Deep. Everybody go, ooh.
Damn.
I'm ready to walk on the coals. Get them out.
I was ready.
ready.
I was ready to walk when I did that bad Sylvester Stallone imitation.
That wasn't that bad. It wasn't that
Oh,
bad.
it was pretty horrible.
Oh my goodness. We've been going for 90 minutes. We ought to wrap this up and get to work.
You must have said that for a reason.
Yes, I did. The money is calling.
Or
It's
maybe the bathroom.
calling. That too. And lunch. It's getting lunchtime. Yeah, it's one of my favorite parts of the day.
There you
But
go.
you're an OMAD. 1 meal a day.
Yeah. And we're having ribs. Here, I'll do a little guts 2.0 and I'll let you go. We're doing ribs, barbecued ribs in my own Claude secret sauce on the grill tonight. Really beautiful ribs I got from Harris Teeter. Here, it's North Carolina. It's a really nice supermarket chain. They even have a bar inside. You can get drinks, and they got the beautiful rack of They have ribs that they smoke them and age them, and then you take them and you make my secret sauce, and you put that on the barbecue, and you let it just sit and cook on the low heat for about 60 minutes.
Does your secret sauce involve ketchup?
How'd you know that? Oh, my secret. Oh my God. But it's got to be Heinz. I'm sorry.
The real ketchup.
Heinz and British malted vinegar. A little bit more vinegar. Anybody here like the vinegar taste on their ribs?
No.
That's proper.
I like it on my Easter eggs.
Yeah. How many napkins do you need to use to have a good rib dinner?
All
How
of
many?
them.
The napkin test.
Just give me
And what's
a
what's the best drink in the world with ribs?
Sweet
Iced
tea.
Yes.
Sweet tea.
Cold sweet tea or soup or Arnold Palmer's, that lemonade and tea together. Do you like them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, in a really big glass.
Yeah. You know, honestly, I like them cheap pops you buy at the store in the can, like the grape and the strawberry. Like they don't have names. It's just
who
flavored.
makes that? Yeah, the one guy makes it. Cans or something.
That's really good. Yeah.
Tom, what's the name of the guy who makes all those great canned Arnold Palmer drinks and stuff?
No, I don't know. No.
I'm hungry now. Stop. We got to stop this. What's everybody thinking about right now? Just to prove my point.
Sex.
Sorry, my vegan.
I'm just kidding. All right. Love you guys. Y'all have a blessed. Hey, last week I asked y'all to tell everybody in the club, hey, get to Wednesdays. I asked you to tell everybody this week. Don't tell nobody, okay? Just don't tell nobody. Let's see if that works. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
You're
Love
great,
you guys.
man. Thank you.
Great
Thanks
session, man.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys.
everybody.
Thanks.